Governor Kasich, thanks so much for joining us. You wrote an editorial this week on welfare reform that I want to talk to you about. But first, I just want to ask you about immigration. During the primaries, you were very clear about the impossibility of deporting 11 million undocumented immigrants. Your position was if they haven't committed a crime while they're here, pay a fine, back taxes, maybe community service, and then a path to legalization, not citizenship, but some legal status. You and others who held that view during the primary, you were attacked by a lot of Republicans. Given what we've seen the last couple of days, do you feel some sense of vindication?
Oh, vindication, I don't think about vindication. I don't know what we're hearing, frankly, right now out of the Trump campaign. I'm not quite sure where he is on this. But you described my position well, and, there was a lot of, angst about it. But, I will tell you, Anderson, the way I feel is if this is moving a little bit, then it should be good news for our friends in the Hispanic community, because many of these families have been on edge, and we don't need them to be on edge.
I guess, though, if I had been in your shoes and running, saying, look, this is not feasible, and other folks running against me were saying, well, that's just weak, you're talking about amnesty, and now seem to be perhaps kind of morphing more to your old position. I guess it doesn't surprise you that ultimately they'll take your position.
It doesn't, because, look, all these problems that we're talking about in this country, many times both parties answer or offer very simple solutions to very complicated problems. And at the end of it all, it comes down to complicated and very precise decisions and to resolve very hard problems. We all know there's problems, but you can't just solve them by, just coming up with some little bold statement. It takes an effort to try to look at things 360 and then come up with something that can resolve the problem. Our problem in this country is Republicans and Democrats are so polarized that it's hard for them to come together in a really good way to get things done.
You know Ohio better than anybody. You'd said you didn't think Donald Trump could win Ohio. Do you still think that's the case?
Well, I think if you're a divider, you have a very hard time. What you have to look at in Ohio is there are going to be places in Ohio where Donald Trump will do very well, and the question is what happens in the urban areas, and does Hillary able to generate excitement in the urban areas? If she can, she'll win. If she can't, she won't win. But it's too really, frankly, still too early to know, Anderson.
One more politics question. I know you're traveling to New Hampshire this weekend, ostensibly to thank supporters who helped you come in second in the primary there. A lot of political watchers see it as the beginning of laying the groundwork for 2020. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, are you interested in another run?
Yeah, I wouldn't get carried away. Look, I'm going to New Hampshire to help John Sununu's brother, Chris Sununu, run for governor. We're going to raise a little bit of money. And when I'm there, I'm going to thank people who helped me, because I have deep affection for them, Anderson. This would be like asking, one of these marathoners, are you going to go into the next Olympics? Guess everybody ought to have a deep breath and a break.
I want to turn to the op-ed in the New York Times outlining your plan for welfare reform. You're arguing that states should have more room to decide what's best for them, what works best for them.
To some degree. To some degree. Anderson, here's the problem.
What part of welfare isn't working, and what are you doing to fix it in Ohio?
We designed a welfare system that gives a reward for welfare offices to pass out the benefits as fast as they can with the least amount of fraud. But as a result of that, there is no emphasis on taking people who are on welfare and actually helping them to get off welfare. And this was designed by Republicans and Democrats. And we also know with job training, that system is goofy too for this reason. We actually give a reward to offices that get people back to work the fastest, okay? Well, that sounds good, but you take somebody who's a bank teller who loses their job and you get them another job, okay, that's easy. The problem is taking somebody who has never been employed or has never saw anybody who was employed. So the welfare offices rewards passing out the benefits without regard to the person and where they end up. And the job training office takes the easiest to retrain, and that's why we have endemic poverty. So what are we doing? We're taking 16 to 24-year-olds, and we're saying, if you need help, we'll give it to you. But you're also going to have to be held accountable. You're going to get trained, and we're going to get you work. Frankly, it took me a long time to get this done. Now, the federal government needs to have proper incentives, but I have to tell you, at the state and the local level, there's pushback on that because the welfare offices say, oh, well, no, don't do all that to me. In Ohio, we're going to focus on 16 to 24-year-olds, but if you're 25, you get your stuff, They get you out of the office, you got multiple caseworkers, and in most cases, nothing happens to improve your life. Our goal has to be to improve people's lives, and the people in Washington don't understand what happens when the rubber meets the road, and we got to convince the local bureaucrats we got to change their incentives, and I think we're in the right direction, but the whole country has to learn from this.
Governor Kasich, thank you. Always good to talk to you.
All right, Anderson, thank you. God bless. Thank you.